Hello, this is Malorian, and this is going to be a 2250 game with my Orcs versus another player's Lizardmen. My list is kind of an interesting build. It's one I'm trying to do for a tournament, and it's kind of really built around this level 4 Savage Orc Shaman with the Battle Axe of the Last Wa. So he's a strong caster, and then he's good in combat as well. And then supporting him, he has 2 Goblin Shaman on chariots. Looking at this first picture here, going from left to right, I have my Savage Orcs, I have Orcs, 1 Shaman Chariot, my Night Goblins with my 1 Savage Orc Great Shaman, a Troll with another Shaman behind, some more Orcs, a Chariot, more Orcs, a Chariot, some Wolves, some more Orcs, and then some more Wolves. And then you can see back in this hill here I have all my war machines. I have 4 Chukkas and 1 Doom Diver. And then on his side he has a Salamander, he has some Skinks, some Pterodons, some more Skinks, he has his Engine of the Gods, a big unit of Temple Guard with the Slann, and he's gone for the Lore of Shadow for this, just trying out for the first time. And in the back he's going with more Pterodons. He has a regular Stegodon, a big unit of Spearosaurus, and then a Salamander there behind the ruins. So looking here at the overall look of the board, with him going right in the center, really the idea is, first of all, I don't need to really engage him right away. I can hold back, I can encircle him. I know I'm going to have to deal with these Salamanders pretty quick. That's why I have the Savages on the left that can take the hits while running them at them. But otherwise, I just want to go and pepper those Stegodons with my war machines, try and take them down before combat, keep those Pterodons back by sending off, chariots to go and charge them and send them going back. If I get them with a Doom Diver or something, that'd be great too. But it's really just kind of playing defensive while I encircle, and then at the last second just jump in there and tear things apart. So my opponent, he gets first turn. The line moves up. Doesn't really do anything with shooting or magic. My magic defense is okay with this list. It's not as good as my regular list, but it's still good enough to stop his few magic missiles that he sent my way. And yeah, so that's not too bad for me, I feel. On my turn, I have some failed animosities, which you can see from those dice there. And then I'm just throwing up my troll just to try and keep him back. With magic and shooting, I kill 2 of the Pterodons from the left. He passes his panic, and I kill a good number of the Salamander's handlers on the left, but it also passes panic. And you can see there on the right side, I threw up my wolves, and that's just either to bait out the Pterodons or also to redirect those Saurus of his if they come out as well. One thing I forgot to mention is that he also has that whole Jaguar Scar vet as well that's in that unit, so I've just been shutting down that every time I can as well. Lizardman turn 2. He moves up with some units here. His Skink's just running around my side. The Salamander shoots at the Savage Orcs. I lose a few, but I don't really care. He shoots at the Troll, does a couple of wounds to it. You can also see that I have a wound on my Shaman. That's because I tried using the Idiot Ring and it just hurt me back. And then here on the right side, his Pterodons flew over my wolves, killed a few. His Salamander moved up, didn't do much. Shooting from those Pterodons, killed one of the other wolves, and then I lost a few wounds on my chariot because his Stegodon had shot it and with his big bow. Orcs turn 2 had some bad luck. My troll failed stupidity, so it just ran right in front of those Skinks instead of charging them. My Savage Orcs also failed animosity, so much for that encircling maneuver. However, it wasn't so bad as that 1 chariot charged out at the Salamander. It fled, got away, so that's good. And then here on the right side, those wolves rally. I had charged out at the Pterodons. They fled, landed in those ruins you see there, and were destroyed. And then I was also then going to a unit in the way to hit the Salamander, and it decided to flee as well and went to the other side. So I'm liking how it's going on this side. I've destroyed 1 unit of Pterodons, and I can now double team those spears. But at the same time, my shooting has been pretty much crap, as I just haven't been able to do anything to those Stegodons, just either failing to hit, or when I actually hit and wound, he makes his silly 5+ war save from his Engine of the Gods. Lizardmen turn 3, his skinks decide to charge the flank of my shaman chariot, and the spear source, they charge this chariot over here. I could have fled, but I liked how this was looking, where now when they run up, or if they do or don't, either they're going to run up and hit a unit I can flank, or they're not going to pursue and I'll flank. So I liked how that was going, and I didn't want to take the chance of running back and hitting another unit. And I also know that from his shadow lore there, that he has the spell where they can magically charge again anyway. So I had the feeling that if I fled with this chariot, he would just magically charge them into the unit behind anyway. So at least this took that away from him. But unfortunately, I rolled poorly, and I failed to stop him sending this Scarvet with the great weapon into that chariot, so that one's screwed. You can see these orcs here had a few losses from magical shooting, and then the skinks beat the chariot in combat. He actually killed the shaman and then broke me, and then I ran through that unit there, going to the back. Scarvet destroyed the chariot and ended up here, meaning I'll have a last chance to try and shoot it. And over here, he easily went and destroyed my chariot, but one of the things that happened that I actually didn't even mean is I knew he was going to be hitting the wolves here, or the orcs, but I didn't think he'd be hitting both. And because of that, now he's going to have at least one model that can't really attack. So right now it's hard to see whether that one on the right can see the flank or not. I'm thinking it's not, but it's not that much of a big deal, because I'm just going to declare my Wa. It's going to wheel in and try and get to see the Stegodon, and then I can see this unit's flank anyway. And then here's just kind of an overview of the board so you can see how everything's going. Oh yeah, and his salamander has rallied in the back there. Alright, so Orcs turn 3. I declare my Wa, things move up, but this picture here I just like because these wolves went and charged at the salamander and actually were able to send it off, and it's not going to rally, it's going to go off the board. So I usually don't get much out of my wolf rider, so it's good to see that they took care of these the salamander for this turn. Here's a picture post combat. So I did Wa over, saw the flank, hit in, he destroyed the wolves, and then to maximize and move these guys over. But one thing that's good is that to try and minimize losses, he'd gone with shields, so I know from now on he won't have those spears to hit me. However, he was so lucky to hold here. I was sure I was going to break him, taking all his flanks away and stuff, but he killed a few more of my guys than I thought he would, and then he rolled low for his break test, and now this is just horrible. Because whereas I thought I could now flee the charge from a Stegodon, now I'm just going to have to take it head on and hope that I hold. And with this overall picture, you can see that my one chariot had rallied and was facing the other way. My troll finally was able to charge, it just moved up to go and block the Engine of the Gods and march block things. I charged the skinks and they got away, and I'm just kind of still trying to work this encircling maneuver. But my shooting is just failing me, and it's doing nothing, and it's just a whole bunch of disappointment. So things are still looking good, not as good as I thought they would be by this point, and we'll keep on going in the next video.